Whatever would you do without me? This world...
I've been to the outside.
Pew. 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 Oh, that's a really...
I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. No, I think it's fine. I like this choice.
Fallen Amber, help!
As one with wind and cloud.
Fuse is lit!
Killjoy, we've only just begun. I miscalculated.
The wind knows me.
Fire hazard!
Into the wind.
Time for a light show!
The wind knows me.
Add Astro.
Just
Thank you for
getting
com-
What? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
done.
This realm is... If you ever have...
A few bits. And kind of, nope, Sumeru. Let's see. Yes, so to beast the power all raised by my dad. Wow, your dad is me. Mm.
Wow! Can we eat them? My dad owns loads of sucker beasts.
If the Sumpter beasts escape, you must bring them back. You understand?
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osvan told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Let's figure that out before they do anything else.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the Academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the Academia have it even harder. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the Academia. Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the Academia.
They look pretty serious. Maybe even older.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Hello there, my friend. Fate must have brought us together.
That guy does nothing but smooth talk all day.
We're still doing bit back there. Let's grab this quickly.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the Academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Very suspicious indeed. Whatever was stolen from academia was also related to knowledge.
So, what's your plan?
Let's go to the Java Tavern.
Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam.
Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
Boy making jewelry for newlyweds the most.
How much more do I have? 13 mil? How far is it? Talk to the locals. And you are? I live near the market. I'm a craftsman who works with gold. I've been doing this my whole life, and I created all sorts of gold pieces. I cannot read fast enough. Hello, how are you today? Meh. Something going on, isn't it? Oh, let's say this one. I can teach him a lesson for him.
Just ask the cats how fresh my fish is.
Have some fish. Don't really need him. Jewelry shop. I run an antique shop, and I am the most reliable antique appraiser expert in. My grandfather's a well-known historian. The gift for the antique appreciation runs in the family. Near the relics of the great Lord Ruka the Father, or the accessory of the goddess of flowers. Or even while the Scarlet King left the Mist of Desert, there's not a single thing that cannot tell the authenticity of it at first glance. About greater Lord Ruka the Fatter. For greater Lord Ruka the Fatter has long departed, you will always be the greatest deity of Sumeru. I wonder if the two gods are just the same one. Oh, they actually.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Seamoss and Kairagi, both troublesome issues. You both know they're cross-border merge. But those sea monsters here and those. Can I go inside? Nope. Just a prop.
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Oh, you've arrived. Please take a seat. So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata? A traitor?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi here?
Talk to the bartender if you want.
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a student from the academia.
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for info about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
I just have one more question.
That's right! We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King.
Can you tell us more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Amorites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions! He went that way! After him!
What's going on? How can there be Kairagi here?
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I'm a student from the academia.
A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Anything that's the swordplay?
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Anyone?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I've heard an academy lost something recently.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Perhaps I can negotiate further.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
I can use it.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
The one of the light shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
I'll help you find Dory.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Talk to the bartender if you want a drink.
Looking to buy unripe fruits. Ask the informant take you to a Dory. We're a morning flower looking to buy canned knowledge. We're Sumeru looking to buy products legally favorable on the market. Mouse customer. Rich bull and tiger Matra. Taken by mice sold to customer. Taken by a rich bull or tiger confiscated by Matra. Back in Sumeru City Style to purchase a small amount. Back in Port Ormos Mart. Complementing a customer's skills corresponds to harvest fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. Complementing a customer's erudition corresponds to harvest fruits that cause heat stroke. I don't get it. Looking to buy unripe harvest fruits.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
I want to buy some unripe harvest fruits.
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe hara fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look
Every
again.
ship
We're
deserves a
obviously
fast
wearing
maintenance.
morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
The seas are calm and the sky is...
Rest the stairs. Well, doesn't matter much. Okay, point straight ahead. I mean, straight above. Welcome. What would you like to have? You can also go. I'm starving. Give me the recipes. Oops. There.
Port Ormos is pretty great. There's so many new and interesting things, not to mention all the tasty food. Sumeru's largest commercial port sure lives up to its name. Look at all the merchants, and everyone seems excited just to be here.
No one quite as excited as Paimon.
How did things end up like this?
All thanks to your artistic license. That's how. I should have made you wait until we got an update from Tanja.
But when I finished the prototype Aranara yesterday, you agreed that the kids would like it. That's why we tried bringing it out for a test run today.
Well, I never thought they'd dislike it so much.
Oh, what should we do?
There we go. They sound distinctly less than excited.
Whoa. Yeah. Compared to everyone else, they seem really down in the dumps. Let's go find out what's going on. Hey there! Paimon's name is Paimon, and she's a traveler who was just passing by. Is there something bothering you?
Oh, I noticed you two a moment ago. Welcome to Akara Crafts, the best toy store in Port Ormos. At least for now. What's bothering us is this prototype Aranara. To start with, could I get your opinion on it?
Prototype Aranara? You mean this wood carving here? Looks like a mushroom monster to Paimon.
Sounds like the name of a weapon. But doesn't look very happy.
Oh, there we have it. The verdict is in. What a headache.
Not the first negative feedback we've had.
So, what exactly is a prototype Aranara?
So for context, Aranara are magical creatures in Sumeru fairy tales that live in the forest. For the store's 20th anniversary, we plan to release a series of hand-carved toys based on the Aranara stories that kids know and love. This is a prototype we made to get an idea of how they would react. But when we put it out there, the reaction was not quite what we'd anticipated.
They thought it looked like a mushroom too, huh?
No, worse than that, actually. I can't quite describe it, though. And I'm also not very good with kids. Maybe you could ask them for yourselves.
This is not an Aranara. No way. I've read Uncle Tanja's Aranara and the Ill Little Fungus. It says that Aranara are supposed to be chubby and squishy. The carving looks nothing like that.
Toys do look better when they're round and chubby. Uncle Tonder said in Aranara's vow that you can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. This carving makes me feel lost and confused inside. I don't think the creator put his heart into it at all. It's nothing like an Aranara. Ooh, didn't put his heart into it, huh? Oh, sounds like one of those things that's easier said than understood.
Kassid and Alia didn't like this carving, but I think it's okay. It doesn't look too happy, so it's kind of pitiful in a cute way.
Oh, a positive review!
Yeah, so I would totally ask my dad to get it for me, if it wasn't meant to be an Aranara.
Oh, well, that took a sudden turn for the worse. We asked the children for their opinions.
Oh, how did it go? Has it maybe, grown on them at all?
Unfortunately, no. I'm starting to understand how you feel.
Oh, this is such a shame. Why isn't Tondra back from Gandharvaville yet?
Oh, the kids kept mentioning an Uncle Tanger, too. Who is he exactly?
Uncle Tanger is a famous children's author here in Port Ormos. He wrote quite a few stories in the past, but none of them were popular among children. Just like our prototype Aranara. But around a year or so ago, he suddenly had a eureka moment or something, and suddenly the children loved every one of his stories.
That's right. My little Ghaffari loves his stories too. The whole reason we decided to make these carvings was because we saw just how popular the Aranara are among children. We asked Tanja for guidance, but right after he agreed, he went off to Gandharvaville with his son to look for inspiration. They haven't returned yet. We were running out of time, so we had no choice but to carve an Aranara based on our own imaginations. As you can see, this was the result.
Oh, we have to do something. Hey, since you're the famous traveler, could you do us a favor and look for Tanger in Gandharvaville, He doesn't have to come in person if he's too busy. Just ask him to write down his suggestions and bring his notes back to us, if you could. Please, if only to put a smile on the children's faces. And, of course, you'll be well compensated for doing us the favor.
They seem pretty desperate. Let's help them out. To see the kids smile. And also for our reward.
Okay, we'll do it to see the kids smile. Okay, we'll do it to see so that Paimon can get her rewards.
Yay! Rewards!
Tanjo takes his son with him everywhere. Maybe that's why he was able to come up with... Anyway, we're
we thought...
Am I still locked out? I'll just jump between the two stuff. Guess this is the closest wall point. I might have to actually just... Probably forgot to empty out the... I should probably empty this out. Extra. Anything that gives me extra? Carafa fruit seed. I'll leave you guys for now. Nothing quite worthwhile. I think I might have to just craft these up. Don't think I have time to actually unlock. I don't think I'll unlock the reputation system for Sumeru yet. Especially the time I'm using. Oh, hello, it's been a while. I come here often, actually. Indeed. His name's Xavier. Very well. About Koharu? I think RX-7 or Kamisato clan. Where's Koharu anyway? Chirping. I'd rather just get this out the way. As much as yeah, it's not really worth doing. Immune to cryo damage. And
The threads of your fate lie in my hands. Just what will we come across this time?
Allow me.
fallen leaves, adorn my...
Germinate! Propagate!
One with nature.
As you wish.
Propagate!
Hold the line.
I shall go hit quite badly.
Let's move out. Let's move out.
Robot squid, robot squid.
Oz, reveal that...
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Spring forth! Scatter!
One with nature. It's fine. The wind knows me.
Propagate!
Until I dandruff reactions a bit more. It's fun though.
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
Look down here. Yeah.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule.
I don't want that Doldream that you can't use seeds on. Yeah.
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Let's go back to Mondstadt. I just don't think I can do the rest of these in time before I unlock the reputation system in Sumeru. So let's just go and do these while Mondstadt. How's my reputation? Dandelion seeds, spikes of weed. Go a pain to get to.
Healthy
So
body,
no.
healthy mind.
Might be very close. Oh no, glory say it.
Are you interested in going on an adventure?
You ba, 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 ba. No. If I really want to form friendship, I can't do. That's kind of annoying too. I really want to form companion XP.
The dawn winds.
Mushroom chicken. Very far away. About the weeds. Here they are. Damn it. Yeah. Walk back here for a bit.
Time to go. Time to go.
That's my reputation. Yeah, Master Jack. Fine, because it's the closest one.
Time to go.
Here they are. Give me money. I guess I'll invade my friends. Pause for a quick moment. Most of my friends 60 by now. Yeah. Not you. My best friend Loku.
Time to go.
So Tanger's supposed to be here in Gandharvaville looking for inspiration. But how do we find him? Should we yell his name at the top of our lungs?
That sounds like a bad
Hey, buddy.
idea.
What's your name? What are you doing here all alone? Do you live in Gandharvaville? Regardless, don't worry. As a trainee forest ranger, I'll do everything I can to help you.
Hi, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm Rosie. Don't mind me. I know the way back to Gandharvaville.
When people say, don't mind me, what they really mean is don't worry about me. That's all the more reason not to leave you alone. Hey, don't cry. What's wrong? Take your time. You can tell me all about it.
Huh, that voice sounds familiar. Paimon's heard it somewhere before.
It's cold.
Oh, it's Kale! And a child who seems to be upset. Oh, let's go say hi.
Oops.
Hi, Kale. How have you been?
Paimon and Traveler. I've been doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I'm helping Master Tainari patrol the forest. What brings you here?
We're here on an errand. We heard your voice, so we thought we'd come ask you for help. You seem kinda busy, though.
I'll be fine. You go help them first, Miss Forest Ranger. I'm okay, really. The sand got into my eyes, that's all.
What a well-mannered child.
Can't just leave him.
Sand? There is not a lot of sand in a forest. You keep saying you're okay because you don't want us to know what you're upset about, right?
Maybe.
That's exactly why you have to get it off your chest. Here's a trick. If you're keeping a secret that bothers you, you can try telling it all to a tree hollow.
A tree hollow?
Yeah, a tree hollow. Do you know Tanja's stories? The Aranara living in the forest will patiently listen to every word children say. Maybe there really are Aranara living in the tree hollows that will listen to you.
You like the Aranara stories too?
Of course! I love them!
Oh, people who like Aranara are the best. Okay, I'll try telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Thanks, Miss Forest Ranger. You know everything.
Aw, you're just exaggerating. Anyway, I'm trying to be like my friend, who always does her best to cheer people up when they seem sad. So, how are you doing? Feeling any better now? The forest is very dangerous, so how about we stick together?
Sure.
Wow, Kale's so good with kids.
Well, you handle that expert.
Well, helping children who are lost in the rainforest is all part of a forest ranger's duty. So, what was it you wanted help with? You're not lost too, are you?
You actually want to go deep into the forest.
Okay, so you're looking for a children's author from Port Ormos called Tanja. And he's here in Gandharvaville, looking for inspiration. Wait. When you say Tanja, do you mean the Tanja?
That's right, Uncle Tanger.
So he's in the area, looking for inspiration for a new story as we speak? This is amazing. Could you wait for me for a second? I'll run Razzie back to Gandharvaville and then I'll be right back. I've always been curious what the man behind those incredible stories is like in person.
Maybe he's one of Lester Locus and Nally's familiars.
Tanja's just a normal guy.
Even so, he must be more creative than most people.
Are you the son?
Wait, hold on. Razzie, do you mean you've met Tanja before?
He's my dad.
He's my dad.
Your dad? Tanger's your dad? As in you're Tanger's son?
Uh-huh.
Ah, Paimon sees. That guy at Akara Craft told us that Tanger brought his son along with him. So he meant Razzie. Why are you here on your own, though? Did you and Tanger get separated?
We had an argument. I was upset, so I ran off here by myself.
Oh, in that case, we should take you back to Gandharvaville first. Then we'll look for your dad and tell him where you are.
No, I'm good. Thanks for your advice, Kale. I'm not so upset anymore. Come with me. I'll take you to him.
Yay! Thanks, Razzie! Paimon thought we'd be spending the whole day looking for him.
Woohoo.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe I'm actually gonna meet the Tanja!
Oh.
So Tanja headed this way. I know this place pretty well. Follow me.
So it's the plot twist that Rassi actually gives the story and Tanja writes them. Is that the twist?
Into the wind.
Ha! Fire hazard! Ooh, let me open it.
What did I shoot?
One with nature.
I wish you can have more pins. Not enough pins. Just gonna burn my resin quickly. I didn't expect you get coal so quickly.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
I think I've got 5. No, I think I have 4 of these only. Dun 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 dun.
You are not welcome.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds.
Let's end this
Do
now.
your master's bidding. Take your true form. Billowing surge. Take flight. Embrace the ice.
One with nature.
Hey, yeah. Within 8 seconds off. This could be good for. I don't know. I was gonna say Gene, but I think his PV session is really good though. I'm guessing it's better if you're playing a build where you focus more on Dendro, but you're using animal as support, I guess.
Let's move out.
Rest
and rebuild.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and clouds.
In this now.
Transfiguration. My apologies. Sakura swirl. Yeah.
Ah. 40 seconds.
Allow me.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
By ordinance divine, take your true form.
The wind knows me.
We'll meet again.
Yeah, about 40 seconds. Goblet. Goblet.
You
Hold the
are
line.
not welcome here.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
My will embodied. Take flight. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
The wind knows me.
But how regretful.
It's AM. I'm guessing it's mostly heavy EM builds. Defense. I haven't got flower piece yet, so. After elemental skill burst its opponent, attack angel resistance will be decreased by 30%. For 8 seconds, this effect can be triggered even if the character is not on field. Huh, this is actually bad for Dendros. That was pretty good. I don't want to swap that. It's actually not too bad, is it? That's great. I probably won't keep this piece. So, road crit damage, upgrade these two once each. Eh? Yeah? But no, just leave. I do double EM. As I burn some room out. Let's see what 8 gives me. HP. On the slight low end, but I guess I want mostly ER or EM. Hmm. Let's hit big. Let's hit 16 for now. Shaping okay. Yeah. Eesh. Ugh, this is awful. I'm just leaving this at 6. Hmm. Ah, I don't know which one I like more. '60s, that's on the low end, so a little bit more ER would be. Let's gotta stop here for now. 16, 16, 16, 17. Maybe. I wish I can at least level up, but I can't quite do that yet.
Scatter!
Do I need it? Dendro.
Go! The fuse is lit! Yeah. Ha! Huh. Hup.
Hmm. Hmm.
Rosie! Where are you, Rosie?
Someone's calling for Rosie over there.
Wait with you.
Oh, Rosie! Thank goodness I finally found you. What would I do without you, my son? Were you in danger? Did the wild beasts scare you? Did the stars guide your way?
I'm okay. All thanks to their help.
Thank you. Thank you all. I dare say that even the most cold-hearted Spino crocodile would be moved to tears by your kindness.
Oh, it's nothing. It's all part of my responsibility as a trainee forest ranger. I'm the one who should thank you for creating so many wonderful stories for the children of Sumeru. I love them too.
Really? I didn't know anyone read my stories apart from young children. That must mean you're still in touch with your inner child. Okay, then. I have the inspiration for my next story. It shall be about an Aranara granny who's a child at heart.
Huh? It's an honor to become the source of your inspiration.
Whoa, Kale looks like she's about to pass out. Hey Kale, are you okay?
I'm okay. Sorry. I just got a little too excited.
Are you two story lovers as well? Yes. The moment I saw you, the image of an aura giant and an aura finch traveling together popped into my mind.
Yes, I'm the Aura Giant and she's the Aura Finch.
Ah, excellent! Improvisation! Yes, mount your trusty steed of imagination and canter through the lush meadows of lyrical expression. You have the potential to become a celebrated storyteller too, you know.
Seems like Tanja has a slightly exaggerated view of what it means to be a children's author. Also, Paimon's not a finch! That's nothing to get excited about!
Let's put the joke aside and get down to business.
Akara Crafts. Oh, right. I remember now. That small boat once sailed into the sea of my memory, but before long it floated away over the horizon, never to be seen again. Perhaps for the best. After all, a wild tempest was a-raging in Tangier Harbor.
What? Paimon has no idea what he's saying.
We need to summon Oz.
What should we do? Do you think we should get Tainari to take a look at him?
Dad's saying he forgot about helping the people at Akara Crafts learn more about Aranara because right now he has something more important to do.
He is the Oz.
Oh, that's what he meant! Well, there it is! All the proof you needed that this kid is definitely Tanjir's son. Wait, no, this isn't the time for all that. Tanjir, your help is pretty vital to the toy makers. You gotta do something!
But the garden that blooms before my eyes is of greater importance, for therein lies the beautiful Padisara that all the children of Sumeru dream of. I, Tanjir, have found evidence of Aranara activity right here in the Avidia forest, conclusively proving that Aranara not only exist in stories, but in real life too. If I manage to document the first real-life Aranara sighting, the petty problems that perplex Akara Crafts will be untangled in no time. Meanwhile, I may well be able to leverage this to assume leadership of the academia. Then all across Sumeru will know of the great Tanjir living in humble Port Ormos.
I haven't written any papers myself, but I think you need to have a bunch of them approved by the review board before entering the academia. You also need a detailed and objective experiment record. Anyway, Tanja, what did you mean by evidence of R&R activity?
The hook's what's important in a story. The great storyteller Tanjir never gives his audience the bait right away. Come with me.
Wait, not that way.
Kale, what's wrong?
Nothing, but that way leads us deeper into the Avidia forest. I'm just concerned for Tanja's safety. And I think I'm starting to understand why Razi and Tanja were fighting.
Maybe there's something else going on. Let's run around with Koei. Hoppy hop, hoppy hop, hoppy hop.
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept you hot on my heels.
But this is just an ordinary tree hollow. Paimon's not seeing any evidence of Aranara.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. Look with your heart and you too will understand.
Paimon's not sure what look with your heart means, but anyway, let's start by investigating area around this tree hollow.
I'm okay. You guys go ahead. I'm just a little tired.
Dad never used to be like this. It's all my fault.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart. I'm certain that in 100 years' time, this...
Maybe. Am I meant to jump? Am I looking at the wrong place? Yeah, you mean this one.
Hey, look! There's a note here! Could this be the evidence that Tanja was talking about? The handwriting's so hard to read. It's too hard. I can't remember the names of all these mushrooms. Do R&R need to learn about mushroom classification?
Ooh. Chest. Monies.
Here's another note that says, "This tree hollow is my castle." That sounds more like something an R&R from the stories would say. There's another one here. If only I were a clever R&R. A clever R&R. Is the emphasis on clever or R&R?
I mean, we technically saw them, but actually don't really know what they were called anyway.
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? Exciting, isn't it?
They look like messages left by children.
The crude handwriting may look like a child's, but don't forget, we're in the middle of a rainforest. I doubt that a child would be able to reach this deep into the forest, and I doubt even more that they would think of this lowly tree hollow as some sort of impenetrable castle. I boldly hypothesize that this tree hollow is in fact the Aranara's academia. The notes we saw were written by the Aranara themselves. There is no doubt in my mind about that. An Aranara that wasn't so bright left a note here wishing to become a clever Aranara.
There's like few issues with this. I was just assuming they have paper and pen. Two, you're assuming they write the same language as you guys that can read it.
Oh, I shall craft a new story for them and call it The Aranara in the Tree Hollow. How's that? Don't the very words just conjure up images of Aranara in your mind's eye?
Nope.
Not at all.
Well, many an adventurer knows how to take to the skies with their easily visible wind gliders, yet they do not possess the invisible wings of imagination, making it hard for them to keep up with my train of thought. How about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into the atmosphere on the wings of imagination?
Huh? Me? I don't know. Maybe I do, but maybe not. Anyway, it has nothing to do with me, so...
Carla, is everything okay? Are you sure you're not feeling unwell?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja's creative process is a little...
Overwhelming.
Oh, yes. Yes. Overwhelming.
For now,
Like a
I've decided to
pedestal
stay
that's
here
been
with Razi
broken.
until we witness the legendary moment when the Aranara appear in this hollow. Don't worry, I won't let the Akara Crafts toy makers down. When a real Aranara appears, their little troubles will be resolved in an instant.
He seems pretty stubborn. Looks like we'll have to stay here and wait a little longer.
No, I think we should return to our camp first. Tanja, in Aranara and the Three Little Fungus, it says that Aranara are very sensitive creatures. I don't think they'll show up if we stay here.
Oh? Was that in the story? Ah, yes, I remember now. Miss Forest Ranger, you sure know your stuff. In that case, let's go back to camp and call it a day. We'll continue our search for evidence first thing in the morning.
So... guess it's looking more and more like... Razi's the one who came up with... Yeah, he played with them and relayed the story to his dad. And whatever. So what are we seeing?
I'll keep this close.
Is that a unique plant or...
Traveler, wake up!
What's wrong?
It's not the Aranara. It's Kale. She's gone.
Oh no.
Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kale since last night. Even though she kept telling us she was okay after we saw the evidence of Aranara activity, she's been acting kinda strange.
I noticed that too. Maybe Tanja was too much for her.
Anyway, let's go find her.
Yes.
Hey, look! Aren't these Kale's footprints? But why are they headed towards the tree hollow?
I think I saw something. Are there footprints? Are there footprints? Can't quite really see it.
So Kale came back here alone. Is she waiting for the Aranara to show up?
And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. I never thought Tanja would find it, or that I would run into the Traveler and Paimon. If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. There must be another way to practice my handwriting. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. What do I do now? Dress up as an Aranara? Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that Tanja won't mistake me for one of them. But what should I write? What should I write? Oh, I've got it! There's no way Tanja could see this as the work of an Aranara.
So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw during the day was actually evidence of Kale's activity. But why didn't she just tell Tanja?
Perhaps that's a secret.
Oh, right! Kale told Rozzy that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does, and now she even writes it down.
Kale must have a reason.
Yeah, you're right. We'll keep her secret for her. Oh, looks like she's almost done writing. Let's head back.
Aha! There's a new note just as I expected. Yes, yes! It's the same handwriting, which means it must have been written by the same Aranara. Let's see what it says.
Ooh, what could it be?
What could it be indeed? What could it be indeed?
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum again? No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. How could an Aranara go to Mondstadt for the Ludi Harpastum? Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left by an Aranara.
Yeah. If you ask me, they were probably left by a passing merchant from Mondstadt or something. Definitely not an Aranara.
No, no, I refuse to believe it.
Please have a Kara class.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't? It's not like it'll take you a huge amount of effort.
You've written so many stories beloved by the children. I'm sure you can help create carvings that are just as successful.
I believe in you, Tanya. Don't tell me it's Rozzy.
No! I can't do it. I thought that if I could find an Aranara, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts.
Okay.
But it was someone from Mondstadt all along.
But you've managed to write all those stories without ever having seen a real R&R, right? What makes this so different?
Rozzy, you tell them.
Yes, I was right, yeah.
Really? Can I?
Yes, it's fine. Tell them.
I mean,
I know this is the moment you've been waiting for.
they did say that its stories weren't popular and then suddenly it became popular, so... Yeah, they were brewing the stories and stuff, so...
Okay. Kale, Traveler, Paimon, do you remember when I said that there was a secret I didn't want to tell anyone?
Yep, I do.
I didn't want to tell anyone the secret, but it made me feel very sad and also turned Dad into a completely different person. So, I think I should tell you. Dad isn't the one who came up with all those Aranara stories.
What? Hold on. So if Uncle Tanja wasn't the author, then who was it? Wait. You don't mean...
It was me. Dad's been telling stories in Port Ormos for as long as I can remember. I always got to listen to all his new stories. Every night, Dad would give me a Zaytun peach for dinner, and I'd eat it while he told his stories. The Zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. He always uses sentences that are really hard to understand and strange, metaphors, I think they're called. But Dad kept on going, telling his stories again and again. One time, he even borrowed a camera from Lord Sangema Bey's shop and got me to take pictures of him in action. Dad showed me the picture and said that it shall become the precious record of Sumeru's best storyteller early in his career. Even though I only had Zaytun peaches to eat and not so great stories to listen to, I was happy. Then one day, I tried telling Dad a story I came up with. Dad seemed really excited from the very beginning. He looked really happy. He lifted me up high into the air and told me to continue. He lifted me up so high that I was looking down at him. As I continued with my story, I saw his expression gradually change. And when I got to my favorite part, Dad started crying. I guess he must have been moved by my story. When Dad put me back down, I looked up at him again, but now he had a scary look in his eyes.
You remember it so vividly.
It's not only Razi. I, too, remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best storyteller, just as I always dreamed. Finally, we could afford more than just Zaytun peaches for dinner. I thought it would make Razi happy.
I was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me Tanja's son instead of Razi. I kinda guessed why, but I also didn't want to believe it. Dad got busier with things that had nothing to do with storytelling, like that request from Akara Crafts. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Razi so that Dad will become good old Dad again. Instead of Dad the way he is now, starting every story with, "Dedicated to my dearest Razi." I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling over words and not knowing how to end the story. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine Aranara to look like a secret.
Wait, Paimon gets it now. To sum up, all of Uncle Tanja's fairy tales were actually stories written by Razi. And because Razi didn't want Tanja to keep living a lie, he refused to help him with the Kara Crafts commission.
Yes. That's why I tried looking for possible evidence of Aranara. But it turned out that I was just being a clown, as always. And not even a funny one. I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Razi. I'm so sorry. And I owe you all an apology, too, for wasting your time. Razi's the only one who can help Akara Crafts. If you can manage to persuade him, that is. Right now, I think I just want to find a tree hollow and be quiet for a while.
Are we gonna let this happen?
It's up to you, Raz.
You want me to help Akara Crafts with their carving?
Yeah,
Well, I did mention what the Aranara look like in my stories, but to make a carving, we might need more details. Kale, Traveler, and Paimon, I might need your help on this one. I've never really left Port Ormos before. This is my first time in Gandharvaville. Well, it's my first time being so far from home. Sumeru is so much bigger than I thought. Seeing new places has given me loads of new ideas for my Aranara stories. So I want to visit more places in Sumeru. That way, I can help Akara Crafts create an Aranara carving that everyone will love. And I also want to take pictures of Dad everywhere that we travel to.
You still want me to come with you? Even after all I've done?
Yeah, of course. Come on, you're the best dad ever.
This is the happiest Arazi has sounded since we met him.
I want to thank you, Kale.
Huh? Me? I didn't do anything to help.
You told me about telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow, telling everyone my secret made me feel so much better.
Yeah, it's hard to keep too many secrets. And there's no need to hide our mistakes from others all the time. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt, but when I look back on them, it all feels more like a new beginning. I'm sure this experience will be the same for Tanja.
Yes. I'll do my best to become a good father again. Wait. Did you just say you've been to Mondstadt?
I just passed by once. Never mind that. Come on now. Akara Crafts is waiting for us. Let's go, Razi. Grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration you can discover along the way.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Dad.
Razi, slow down and watch your step.
I think everyone's in good spirits.
Yeah!
That's why it takes a while. Hmm.
One with nature.
Ha! Nya! Ja! Ja! Ha! Scatter!
Into the wind.
Ah! Propagate!
Another test subject.
I kinda don't care about you guys. No. Oh.
Clouds high. The birds.
Ride this on for size! Here come the fireworks! That didn't count!
Yeah, it kicked me so far away.
Germinate!
Stay down.
Time to go. Time to go.
Electro red is fine. I don't really have resin, so I'm gonna stop here.